What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Red Dawn, and we're going to do a quick comparison of a 45-degree mounted red dot or a top red dot mounted over your scope. We'll take a look here first at the canted red dot. Either option really is going to work for you as long as you train with it. One of the things I noticed about this is if you're putting rifles in a safe and you don't have a whole lot of space, this sticks out pretty far, right? Whereas a top mounted red dot is going to keep in line with the rifle and expand your storage capabilities this way. So that's just something to keep in mind before you're trying to make this decision on what you're going to do. The other thing with a side mounted red dot is it is nice if you're point shooting, you don't have a lot of stuff up here taking this space. But in order for you to acquire your dot, you have to get your face pretty low to the gun. The same way you would here on your optic, and then you rotate over, and it is quite quick doing that, I have to say. Like if you were taking a long shot and then you had a shot over here or a shot over here, then that would be an easy way to acquire it, right? So like if you're shooting, right, and then all of a sudden there's something over here not too far, boom. So the side mounted red dot is a good option. It does take up space on the side of your rifle. Obviously, if you have it slung, it's not gonna really get in the way. It's always gonna be on the outside. But that's also the case. So like if you were to transition this gun and sling it to your side, you have to keep in mind that optic is going to be, sticking out a little bit further as well. Overall, I think any of these are good options. Just kind of going over, the differences between the two. What I like about having it on top is, let's say you're here on the scope, all you got to do is lift your head slightly. So instead of turning your gun, you just lift your head and the dot's there. So if I was here, I could go here, 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 here. And it's more like presenting a pistol red dot, where it's just bring the window to your face and you're going to acquire it. The other thing that's good about this versus the canted side, if you were laying on your side, you could get it this way, or if you were laying on your side, you could get that dot this way. If you were laying on your side in any position with this, right? So if we were laying on our side here, that's going to be easier. If your gun is canted this way for any kind of shot that you're laying on your side, you're going to have to turn the gun this way. Lay on your side and turn it this way. So you can't get the rifle fully on its right side because your dot's there. Or you could be hitting it on the ground or whatever else. This is kind of my preferred method, is on top. And the reason, like I said, is I can just be here, pop up. So if I wasn't doing a whole scan to the side, even though that's not any harder, but let's say you just had two things that were, one that was 50 yards and one that was 250, right? You can just hit this 50 and hit this. Hit this 50 quick and then get on your scope. And you're not turning and moving your rifle around, right? You can have your rifle locked into your shoulder and just moving your head. So I kind of prefer that. Like I said, there's nothing on the side, so putting it next to other rifles in a safe or something, I think this is a little bit better option. But it all just depends on what you like. So those are some of the pros, the cons. I don't know if I've really gone over cons on the top. The real only con with it being on the top is when you do this, you have a good cheek weld, right? You can jam your face into that rifle and lock it in. However, if you have a good rifle and you're shooting 5.56, you don't have a lot of recoil. So being here and pulling the gun into your shoulder, you still have your chin on it, but between your hands and your shoulders, you don't need to jam your face, really, I feel, into the gun. But some people like to have that third point of contact really strong, so they prefer it here. Honestly, I just want to have the ability that whatever I pick up, I'm comfortable with. I've trained with everything that I possibly can. I like it up here just to give you a view of things. That's what it looks like on top. That's what it looks like on the side. So you see how you have all this basically on the side of your rifle. Granted, your optic looks really tall on the other one. Just depends on what you like. Overall, just want to give you guys a look at these before anybody decides that they're going to purchase one or the other. The mount that I have on top, that is the LaRue mount or the Trijicon mount, which I also use on another gun. And this is actually the Tacticon Armament 35-degree mount. And this mount has been fantastic. It has 2 screws that locks it in place. I lost one of their recoil lugs that go on the optic. I called them and they said, just, show us your receipt where you got it. And so I did, and they sent me out some new recoil lugs. So their customer service was really good. And overall, that mount has been awesome. I do prefer the higher name brands when it comes to mounts. But if you're not going to move it around too much and you Loctite everything, use everything at your own discretion. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It's your boy Red Dawn, and hope you guys stay warm out there. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next video with some more information about all kinds of things that come up here. Jesus Christ is King, and try to live a sinless life. Try to live a wholesome life, and start a family and grow your own food. Stay ready, guys.
Through the brush, you'll hear the call. Wolverines gather, unite, standing tall. We supply your heart, let the spirit soar. Until whisper secrets, we'll arm you for war. Store your strength, find your way. At the outpost we'll never sway. Together we rise through night and day. The Wolverines fight.